through your feeling response, you've discovered yourself at a deeper level than your mind could even begin to imagine. Does that feel true?
Feels very true. And also, through looking at my human design, the acceptance, like really growing so deeply in the acceptance of who I am. And really settling with that. And in the past, I felt pressure, you know, because I was into a lot of different things, and I was interested, and I would like pick up things and then let them go, and people telling me, you know, like Paul was sharing before, like, oh, you have to do one thing and stick with one thing. And anyway, just different pressure from the outside, and now it's like, this is me. This is me. I can celebrate myself. I can be myself.
Wow.
I can be myself.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Right. It's more amazing than anything.
Exactly. I wouldn't want anything in exchange for this. Nothing.
Yeah. I remember when we first did your reading, and I looked at your individual circuitry, and I go, "Oh, well, you're dark and freaky," and you lit up. You're like, "I am dark. Yeah, I am dark. Yeah. You're different, right? And you have a lot of melancholy, and sadness is just as much a part of your life as happiness, or melancholy as much as and that you really got like, oh my God, that's me." I remember that. I mean, I just remember your whole body just went, oh my God, he sees me. Yeah. Do you love yourself? Yeah. Is it nice to celebrate this life?
It's amazing.
Is it an exciting ride?
Very exciting.
Do you know where you're going? Do you care? Yeah.
And then, you know, I noticed like my mind it is like, you know, talking to me the whole time, or, you know, don't you want to know where you're going? And it's like there's no... The more I feel like I rest in my body and I give power to my body, the power of the mind like steps back. I'm not feeding the mind anymore, and it gets loud at the beginning because it's freaking out. But then with time, it's just like there's nowhere it can go. It doesn't know where to go.
You've had to shatter. Was it easy? Is the word shattering the right word? That's what it feels like, isn't it?
It is.
It's like you just...
It's like a big... I have this image. I have this huge... the image of a dance room. Room. And the floor is marble. And it's like huge, and there's this like huge chandelier made out of you know, crystal glass, and that whole thing like falls. Imagine that. That's how it feels. A million pieces crash on this marble floor, and there's nothing left. Nothing.
Why do they call her dark and freaky? Yeah.
Feels really cleansing. I mean, it's uncomfortable shattering. But it's uncomfortable, I feel, whenever I hold on. That's when it's uncomfortable. If I let it go, it just moves through me, and it's like there's a light. There's a truth at the end of that darkness that comes out of it.
You want to talk about the open spleen? Is that a place we can go? It's a barnacle.
It's a barnacle.
It hangs on.
It hangs on.
Does it hang on?
It hangs on. When
Did
it's
it hang on?
It did hang
Yeah.
on. It did hang on.
Yeah. You could see that was one of the places that had to be really shattered.
Mm-hmm. For fear, wanting to feel better.
Under mental pressure to find love so you could feel better?
Mm-hmm. There's this constant feeling in the body of actually I don't really feel that now. I mean, I don't feel that.
It shifted in you.
Yeah, I mean, but I remember that feeling. It's like a buzz. It's always there. Of this uncomfortable feeling that you have to do something to either eat or have sex or whatever, do something to feel good.
And now you feel at peace being yourself. You love yourself. You're less likely to take someone else into your field at this point, aren't you?
If it doesn't feel correct.
Yeah, I mean, it's you're not needy of the other. You're not needy of feel-goods. You don't feel like you're under mental pressure to go do something. If it doesn't feel good, you don't do it. I
don't know if I can say it, but
Yeah. I think you can mouth it, but I don't know if we can have the audio.
Okay, well, that's perfect.
You got yourself now. Yeah. Does it feel like you're in close alignment with yourself? It feels like you know your sacral field. You know what it feels like when you're out of your sacral field. Painful.
And I can still feel, I still feel when I get pulled out of, I can get pulled out of my center. Maybe like my open centers get overwhelmed.
You can recognize the neediness of your open centers. Can you recognize the neediness of the open centers?
I definitely can recognize the openness, and like the fear, and the spleen, and
has it been easy? Did getting to interact with Marianne help? Do you like Marianne?
I love Marianne.
Yeah.
It's like she set a tone for me.
Right.
She set the sacral tone.
Yeah.
She tuned, like with her energy field, she tuned my sacral.
Yeah.
And then it was it. And after that, we started our sacral meetings, and it just like started really fast.
Wow.
And kind of really grounding, and that's what she said.
Yeah.
with her energy field.
The sacral can be tuned. It can almost as if a tuning fork in an instrument.
Exactly. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
Like an instrument. I needed her sacral to like
dial
me up, and I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then tuned. Yeah. Yeah. I saw that wave go through the community. Everyone was experimenting, and they were kind of getting it and in and out of it. And then all of a sudden there was like a bunch of sacral beings. Like all of a sudden, ding, and it was like, you're not pulling that person out of their frequency. Not for more than a few seconds. It can happen. No one here is so deeply in their, no one here is trying to pretend that they're masters yet.
Yeah, it was something like that. My body recognized that sacral, and until I met it, I didn't know really what it is. But when I met it, I recognized it. You know what I mean? It just happened like that. I mean, it wasn't my thing, but it was just, my cells know this.